If we can look back on last weekend to start with, obviously it's disappointing to lose any game, but when you've done so much so right for so long, has that been any harder for the lads to react to in training at the start of this week?
Yeah, the lads are good like that. They're as unhappy as anyone else. So you know you've got a genuine person, genuine player that genuinely gets disappointed, as we all do, on a defeat, which is good. And then you hear the opposition next door screaming and shouting at the end of the game and all that sort of thing, which that's how they reacted. So you're able to say, and this is what it means to people to beat you. You know, even though it's early doors and so on and so forth. So, and obviously the way they beat us, i.e. the last couple of goals late on. But we did enough to win that game as far as stats are concerned, shots and final third entries, possession, all that sort of stuff. But we lost on goals scored and goals against. And so, but you have to move on. You're going to get beat in games. Saw Pep yesterday, and he was trying not to be angry, you know, when they got beat to Newcastle. But he was angry, but you've got to keep your decorum if you can. And I'm sure he would, like we did. You let the lads know how you feel in the dressing room. And but then when we come in on the Monday after the game, in here, and we set the chairs out and we put the video on and we talk about it. And there were some good comebacks from it. And by the time we go out on Monday morning ready, we're planning for the next game, and we put a full stop behind that game. But hopefully we've learned from it. But of course you're going to get beat every now and again, and it's how you deal with that and how the players deal with that. And we got a good group for that.
You mentioned there about putting a full stop on things. The very fact that 5 minutes before the end your team was top of the table shows that you're doing more right than wrong this season. And it's all about now is how you respond to it, isn't it? And putting another set of good results again together.
It is. It's rebounding, isn't it? And it's making sure that it doesn't happen twice on the trot, and you don't want it to suddenly become a problem. You can be unlucky in games, but as we always say, you make your own luck, and you've got to keep going. We believe in what we're doing, we believe in the players, they believe in what we're doing, because if they didn't, you'd see that in training, you wouldn't, you'd see it in games, you'd see it in their attitude and their personality, if you like, when they're training. So we're the ones that pick them up quickly, and so I'm sure that we'll get going again and put a little run together. And of course, just to probably lead you into the next question, the FA Cup's very important to us as well, not just because we want to win that next game after a defeat, but because we want the football club to have a later on in the rounds a great day and a great game and not miss out on it.
As we get closer and closer towards fourth qualifying round, first round, obviously it is easy for supporters and people around the club to sometimes take their eye off the ball, but having seen Hungerford's previous result, beating Chippenham away 4-1, these are going to be a team to be taken very seriously, aren't they?
We take all teams seriously. It's probably better to say we respect all teams, and you have to, because we respect them enough that we will watch as much as we can of these teams, and we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know their strengths, we know their weaknesses, and you just have to put it all together and hope that our lads perform on the day, because when we perform on the day, then we're very good. What we don't want to do is anything where we level the game up, if you like. They're decent, but I'm not going to say ever anything else about opposition, because I don't want to be disrespectful to any opposition, and give them the oxygen to turn up here and try even harder than they would do anyway.
Obviously, having an FA Cup game means that you've got a bigger bench than normal. I know that's something you've always been a strong advocate for, and you've had recent performances from the bench that have been impressive, and obviously in midweek you had goals from Ryan Hansen and Luke Pearce in the Devon St Luke's Bowl. And so you've got plenty of options, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Listen, you because you want to win every game, then if you've done well, people have done well, then obviously you try and keep the continuity of keeping them in the team, and people just have to wait and for their opportunity, be ready to be lucky. And apologies for all that, but you know how popular I am today. You all know why. And thank you for wishing me happy birthday. Thanks for the cards. But I've got more friends than you people in here, so I appreciate that.